Welcome to the flip side, and welcome to a brand new series. A series that I have been wanting to do. I gotta fix my chair. I guess my chair is all the way up. Listen, this is a series that I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time. So we're gonna be playing through Jurassic World Alive. And there is so much like little hairs on my mic. I don't even know where those came from. Maybe my face. Listen, this is a series that has been requested so much over the years, and I've not really thought of a good way of how to actually do it. And at the same time, I actually played this game a lot when it first came out. And so the account I had was very far progressed. And I didn't want to do a Let's Play with an account that I'd been playing on for months. So anyway, I haven't played this game for a long time. Ever since it came out, like when it came out, Sarah and I played it so much for like maybe 6 months or so, I don't know, for a while. And then eventually just kind of got burnt out on it. I was getting a little frustrated because it became very, very difficult to progress. But it has been a very long time. There has been a ton of updates to the game. Specifically, the first one I noticed was that, well, you can have 350 darts now, which you couldn't last time I played. I actually made a video about a glitch that I encountered where I ended up getting infinite darts. I'll leave a link to that in the description of this video. It was a fun little skit that we did. But anyway, so what I did is I just started a new account on like a different Apple ID and decided to start from scratch, and here we go. So I'm not obviously live playing this at the moment. There will be times in this series where I will be playing live along with, you know, the recording. This time though, and a lot of other times, I'm actually going to just kind of commentate over what I've done and what's going on over pre-recorded footage, so I can actually go out and play, and maybe we'll shoot video on, you know, out where we are, if we go to the park or on a walk or something like that. But in this specific situation, this is the tutorial, so I just thought I would blast through it on the toilet. And then record audio and video for it later. So what you guys are seeing right now is me playing through the tutorial as essentially part one of this Let's Play, just to get through the tutorial. And I am going to talk about the game, I promise. But also kind of serve as a test to make sure that this was actually gonna work, that the screen capture was going to work all right. Because I've never done this way before. For those of you who know, we've played mobile games on this channel before. We played Jurassic World the game, but we did it through an emulator on the computer. This game, a little bit harder to do that. So, all of that being said, if any of you guys don't know what Jurassic World Alive is, which, believe it or not, is probably a good amount of people on this channel, Jurassic World Alive is basically the dinosaur equivalent to Pokemon Go in a lot of ways. What you're seeing right now is just a tutorial battle, which the battles, listen, there are so many ways. I love Pokemon Go. I played Pokemon Go for a very long time. One of these days I should do an episode and show you guys both my Pokemon Go roster and my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes roster, because those are two mobile games that I've put a lot of time into. But speaking specifically of Pokemon Go, as much as I love it, I actually think Jurassic World Alive has a lot over it. I actually think it's a much better version of it for a couple reasons. One is the battles are much more engaging in Jurassic World Alive. I actually really like the battle system, which is odd because, well, I guess not odd. I really hate the battles in Jurassic World the game, where you're just kind of dumping points into defense and attack and saving, and it's just not really that engaging to me. I don't know, just personally. This one you actually have like specific attacks that do specific things. The battle system reminds me more of Galaxy of Heroes than it does Jurassic World the game. And yeah, I really like just the turn-based. You've got 2 or 3 attacks. Each of them has like special defensive or offensive properties. You know, good luck kind of thing. And your dinosaurs have speed to determine who goes first and who doesn't. So one thing that is new in the game since I played, I'm pretty sure, because I did not remember this, but this game now has types. You can see on the screen the Velociraptor here. It's got the yellow square with the 2 lines in it. That's I forget which type that. I think it's a cunning is what they called it. So you've got ferocious, cunning, and resilient. And it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors thing where it goes red beats green, green beats yellow, yellow beats red, I think. So that I think is new, and that adds another additional layer to the strategy when it comes to combat, which I think is actually pretty cool. Which I'm excited to dive into even more. We'll see about getting the VIP in this game, but anyway, we could talk about that later. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the other ways I actually think this is a little bit better than Pokemon Go. Well, first the combat, but then secondly is actually in like the dinosaur collection. So it looks like I'm about to open an incubator here. 100 gold, got some raptor DNA, some Diplocalus, Calculus, and then the Therizinosaur look-alike as well. But I was just really trying to blast through this tutorial as quickly as possible. And then this is the last part of the tutorial where you have to catch one more dinosaur real quick. And see, the thing is, you're not really catching dinosaurs as much as you're extracting their DNA. And then using that DNA, you can level up your dinosaurs. And at certain levels, obviously they become more viable in combat, but also they, you can like hybrid them together, which is super cool. So you can make different hybrids and legendary creatures and unique creatures and like all sorts of cool stuff. In my original account, I just popped into it recently to see if I could figure out a way to reset it. I had a level 18 Indominus Rex, which I was pretty excited about. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. I forgot I had that. So we're going to have to work up to that again. But anyways, now that we're through the tutorial here, I can talk a little bit more about just the collection aspect in general, which what I really like about this over Pokemon Go in terms of the collecting part is you don't have to catch like a bunch of duplicates of the same Pokemon, or in this case, dinosaur. Instead, you click into like the catching mini game, and you just get more and more points every time you catch one of these dinosaurs, because you're just collecting DNA, so you're collecting points, and it's kind of like experience points in a way. And so instead of like at the end of a day, say you go out and catch, or go and get DNA from 50 different Brachiosauruses, which I'm not going to be able to do. But anyways, we'll say Apatosauruses. That you can probably do. But at the end of the day, you still only have one Apatosaurus. It just has a ton of XP or DNA, as opposed to if you were playing Pokemon Go, you just are you have 50 Apatosauruses now. What the heck are you doing with all those Apatosaurs? So you end up just dumping a lot of them, and I guess you get candies and stuff for them. But still, I like this better. It feels like there's more of a sense of progression. Like every time you're catching, like in this instance here, after I pick up the coin briefcases, I believe I catch a handful of Deinonychuses. So here's one right here. See, it's nice. It's actually kind of appealing. It's like, okay, I'm going to go in and get the Deinonychus DNA for every single one I see, because it's all actually causing progression as opposed to just catching the same thing over and over and over again. That's just me, though. That's just me. In this game, I believe you don't have to worry about IVs. And if any of you guys don't know what an IV is, then you're clearly not Pokemon players. And so it's nice to not have to worry about that at all. Same with shinies, which shinies are super fun. And maybe there's like a shiny equivalent in this game. I don't know. But it feels nice to not have to try to just click into every single thing to try it in like a 1 in 200 or 1 in 400 or 1 in 800 chance. You go in and you have to actually nail your drone shots to pick up the DNA, which is kind of a nice little mini game. And Sarah actually downloaded this again today, and we went out on a walk and played this. And she was even saying, she's like, this feels so much more, like she forgot how much more satisfying the dart minigame was than throwing Pokeballs at things, which I actually really agree. I don't know if it's the sound effects or the fact that you always leave an encounter with something. It's not like a dinosaur can run away from you. So that's really cool. But anyways, yeah, it's just this game kind of scratches an itch. It speaks to me in that you're constantly progressing in some way, shape, or form, even though I have zero doubts that there's going to be like a hard progression, like halting spot that I eventually get to, just like every mobile game ever has. Galaxy of Heroes is very paywall once you get very deep into it. So I'm sure we're gonna get that here. I believe that's why I stopped playing Jurassic World Alive back when I first picked it up when it came out. Played it for a long time, and then after I got a couple legendaries and hybrids, I was like, man, it just feels like it's impossible to progress at this point. And I think that's why I jumped off of it at the time. But it seems like there's a lot more to do in the game now. Back then, you only had PvP battles, but now they actually have a campaign trail for you to follow. Not like a president or a politician, but like you want to go and murder all the dinosaurs. And you actually have something to do besides, in terms of battles, except for besides just strike battles or PvP. So I'm excited to dive more into the campaign. I did notice that the campaign has like different star ratings for levels, and so you can do like a special way of beating the mission in order to get additional stars, which is kind of cool. So for the next little bit in this video, I basically am just going around and catching everything. I'm gonna keep saying catching. We're not catching anything except maybe a cold because we're outside so much. All we're doing is collecting DNA. So we basically just do that for the rest of this video. And since I recorded this video, I have been collecting a whole assortment of additional dinosaur DNA, but have not leveled anything up or created any new dinosaurs that I have because I want to make sure to keep that on the video. But I did just there switched from, there's two different versions of the drone. You can do rookie or veteran. Or veteran, however you say that. I usually keep it on the veteran just because I like the twitchiness of it much better. Anybody who comes to my computer, like either Monty or Sarah or whoever's using my computer for whatever reason, they always leave and they're like, what the heck is wrong with you? Because I have my mouse sensitivity extremely high. And so the veteran version of the drone, it speaks to me much more. But so I have to ask you guys, those of you who play this, and I'm sure there's a handful of you who do you guys think the VIP pass and the season pass, like paying for the season pass, is worth it in this game if you want to progress? I think I'm going to get both of them just because I'm going to be doing videos in this and I want to progress pretty quickly and start unlocking dinosaurs so that we can do a full series in this, kind of like I did with Jurassic World the game, where there's like 80 episodes, and I might be doing more of those. Probably going to be doing more of those with the new updates that's come out, but needed to take a break after we got the Indoraptor, but we might be diving back in here again pretty soon. But I think I'm gonna do the VIP and the season pass for this, but we may wait till next season for the season pass stuff, because I believe the current season, the Tyrant, whatever it's called, got Blue there for free, by the way. Got Blue and the T-Rex totally for free, which is kind of cool. That was not the case when I played the first time. It took a very, very long time to get a T-Rex. I actually remember driving around town. Well, not around town, but around my neighborhood, Sarah and I, and we were looking for T-Rexes because we're like, we know they're out here somewhere. We got to find them. And it was a ton of fun. We did that with a T-Rex and a Spinosaurus specifically. Like, we went out and be like, we have to go find these dinosaurs. So that was a good memory. It was in the first house that Sarah and I lived in. It was right after we got married. So after we got married, we moved in together. And this came out, I don't know, maybe a year or so into our marriage. Maybe not that long. But we had just started doing a lot of the dinosaur videos together. And this came out, and we were just having so much fun with it. So it is really exciting to me, the fact that Sarah re-downloaded this, because I'm hoping that, I really love playing games with my wife. Obviously, we built basically an entire YouTube channel out of it. But anytime that I can get Sarah excited about a game, I get really excited. So hopefully she ends up getting really into this one again. And she was going to join me for the commentary here today for this episode, but she's actually taking a nap right now. So she is not here with us currently. But anyways, I got sidetracked when I was talking about the season pass. I did notice that this season that is currently happening as of this recording and ends in 2 days? In 2 days. So I don't think I'm going to be able to progress high enough in it to make it worth it to actually go and purchase the season pass. But I think I'm going to do the VIP. Getting the extra time with the drone and the distance is actually kind of nice, especially if you're playing from home. But I still can't believe that the game just gave me blue. That seems like a really... I mean, I guess it makes sense because the devs who are making this, they're like, people are going to watch the new Jurassic World movie. They're going to want to play this game. We should just give them a couple freebies of like big name, good dinosaurs. And so there they are. It's just Blue and Rexy. But anyway, the rest of this video, yeah, is just catching of dinosaurs. Do a battle or two in here. I think we do a strike battle. And one of the things, like I said, there's so much new stuff that's in this game. And I do actually see a couple new things in here that really excite me. Like, for example, so many dinosaurs. It's amazing how many new creatures are in this compared to when I played this all those years ago. For example, so many dinosaurs that didn't have hybrids now do have hybrids. So a bunch of the common dinosaurs that were out and about before, it was like, yeah, I don't really need this because there's no point to it. But from what I've seen so far, basically every creature seems to have some sort of hybrid, which is dope. Makes it actually worth it to catch every single one that you see. And they have a daily gift calendar, which is kind of nice. And already level 3, which is kind of nice. So here we go. Here is the Tyrant Pass. And as you guys can see, like, there's, I think, let's see. Get out of that screen. So when I recorded this, there was 3 days left. And this was yesterday. So I've progressed decently. I mean, I've progressed like 7 or 8 levels in that. But I really am pumped about the idea of getting Rexy. Because Rexy is available... like unique actual, the character is called a Rexy. So apparently in this game now, because that's new as well, that was not the case. Before there was just the T-Rex, and now there's like a unique variant of the T-Rex called Rexy, and I need it. I just need it, obviously. I mean, come on, the whole channel is based off of Rexy. This channel would not be anything of what it is today if it was not for Rexy and that character. So, like, I have to get it, dude. I just have to. So I've been trying to pound out that, like, that battle pass kind of thing as quickly as I can to try and get far enough where if I did get the season pass, I could unlock Rexy. But I did see, just in the general store, you can spend like $24.99 and just get Rexy. So that's kind of... that might be another option, but I am coming from, so the only mobile game that I've really spent recently that I've spent a lot of time in, because I've played, like I said, in the past, I've played this, I've played Pokemon Go. The one recently that I've spent a lot of time playing is Galaxy of Heroes, so Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. In that game, when it comes to the actual store items, the value is atrocious. It's so bad. It's super, super rare that you find a purchase that's actually worthwhile in Galaxy of Heroes. So far, from what I've seen in this storefront, it actually seems pretty decent. But then again, I'm coming from like the worst example ever in Galaxy of Heroes, so maybe it's not nearly as decent as I'm thinking it is. Just because of my perspective, maybe it seems better. So here we go. We're going to do a strike battle, and this is one of the new creatures that I saw that I got super pumped about. So they have a Titanoboa in here, which, obviously, big fan of the Danger Noodles from Ark, and they actually have them in this game. And so, oh, and Bumpy from Camp Cretaceous, I guess. The only reason I know that is from our dub. I've not actually seen that. What is that red thing? Oh, Sarah's mic. Got it. I'm like looking at the screen. I'm like, there's something funky in the background. But like Bumpy, that's a specific character that there's a creature for. So people keep telling me that show's really great, but I can't get myself to watch it. It's just not my shindig. It's not for me. I did enjoy doing the dubs, but I guess I could take a moment to explain why. Because anybody watching this has probably seen at least one of our If Dinosaurs Could Talk videos. And we did a If Dinosaurs Could Talk for Camp Cretaceous Season 1. But everybody is very regularly asking, where is Camp Cretaceous Season 2, If Dinosaurs Could Talk? And the reason why that didn't come out is because Universal, every time we've tried to get that video up, because it's done, we made that video, and it has just been blocked and removed over and over and over again. So that video may never be released. But anyway, Universal is just really, really, really finicky with what they allow to be online and what they don't. And we got lucky with whoever was doing like the review when we posted Camp Cretaceous Season 1. And Season 2, though, has been barred and blocked every time we've tried. So, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys will ever get to see that one. But maybe one day if we make our own website, which is something we've kind of talked about here and there, we'll be able to post more of those kinds of videos in the future. But, anyways, I think that's probably a good place to end the episode for today. So next episode, we're actually going to be playing live. So we're going to be actually having commentary over what we're playing now that I've seen that, hey, this actually worked. And it didn't break, and the footage turned out okay, and the screen recording worked. So very excited about all of that. And now that we know we've got a proof of concept, consider this a pilot episode for the tutorial. Now, I'm probably going to be doing the next episode live where we're playing through it. I've got so many creatures to level up. We've got the VIP pass to get and the epic incubators to open and Rexy to get. So very excited to actually do that in the next episode. But anyway, I think this is going to be a good place to stop for the day as I just kind of make my way through a couple campaign battles here and catch some more creatures. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys are excited for this new series. I am super pumped. I am super pumped and very excited to start shooting live episodes and to do these on a regular enough basis where we can actually progress and kind of start all over, getting all sorts of cool dinosaurs. We got the Indoraptor, the Indominus Rex, we got the Giga that's out and about right now. So many dinosaurs to catch and level up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually very excited for this Let's Play. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see all of you on the flip side.